Fire. It is one of the most powerful and destructive forces on Earth. It can erase entire towns, harms farmland and livestock, and mars the landscape in national parks and forests. In 2011, Texas experienced the worst wildfires in its history, where almost 4 million acres were burned, 2,000 homes were destroyed, and hundreds were either killed or injured. Fires can be started due to a lightning strike or from simple human negligence. Whatever the reason, land, livestock, and many human lives are lost each year to fires. However, there is a campaign that educates the public about the prevention of forest fires. Every child, and every adult for that matter, in the United States is familiar with this campaign due to its big, hairy mascot. This campaign is, of course, the Smokey Bear campaign. In 1942, the National Forest Service created the Cooperative Forest Fire Prevention Program to influence public behavior in relation to forest fires. Several years later, the campaign was changed to become the Smokey Bear campaign. Smokey Bear was a bear cub who lost his mother in a fire in Lincoln National Forest in 1950. Injured in the fire, he was nursed back to health and raised by the Forest Service. Smokey Bear quickly became the mascot of fire prevention. According to Ballard and colleagues, the Smokey Bear campaign has been the most successful campaign of its kind. The campaign's target audience is children and youth. Not only does the campaign include posters and public service announcements, but there's also a Smokey Bear Museum located in Mexico. There are also fire danger meters that bear his resemblance in many counties in New Mexico. Adults are secondary targets, as children come home to tell their parents about fire safety and precautions. In recent years, the campaign has been catered to both adults and children. This is seen in a more current PSA series called Bear Hug.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. Already posted it.
I could not find any information on formative research conducted when the campaign was initially begun in the 1940s, but I am sure that as the campaign has been updated, there has been formative research. Obviously, they do have knowledge about the cause of wildfires, but the communication medium of the message needed to be determined and upgraded as necessary. I have found that the campaign has used scare tactics as well as positive reinforcement throughout the years. Over time, the campaign messages have transformed. In 1952, Eddie Arnold appeared on a PSA for the National Forest Service performing a song entitled Smokey the Bear.
With the ranger's hat and shovel and a pair of dungarees, you will find him in the forest always sniffing at the breeze. People stop and pay attention when he tells them to beware, 'cause everybody knows that he's the fire-preventing bear. Smokey the bear, Smokey the bear, prowling and a-growling and a-sniffing the air. He can find a fire before it starts to flame. That's why they call him Smokey. That was how he got his name.
The campaign has evolved from using cartoon ads and a TV show in the 1950s and 60s, as well as educational materials that have been developed for teachers. In the 1970s, the portrayal of the destruction of animals' homes was used in their campaign.
Only you.
Theories connected to the campaign's message and effectiveness are social learning theory and theory of reason action. Social learning theory applies to this because Smokey Bear teaches good fire safety and the negative consequences that are produced from wildfires, such as endangering wildlife and people's homes. Children learn that it is not okay to play around with fire and that they should be careful and attentive when fire is present. Theory of reason action applies because the campaign causes people to be more aware of their actions. They will think twice before flicking a cigarette onto some dry grass at a campground, or make sure they have completely doused a fire before they leave. Unintended effects of the campaign were that it caused the public to believe all fire was bad, which is incorrect. This unintended effect has led to the creation of campaigns that promote the necessity of prescribed burning. These campaigns do not tout that wildfires are necessarily good, however. Fire ecologists have begun educating the public about the benefits of prescribed burning, which cuts down on the risk of major wildfires. They also educate about the benefits of prescribed burning on the earth. One fire ecologist from Iowa explains.
We've been asked by the outlying research farms to help with a controlled burn. We have about a 25-acre area of grass, and that prairie needs to be regenerated. And one of the most common aspects of regenerating a prairie is to use a controlled burn.
Prescribed burning campaigns do not completely discredit the Smokey Bear campaign's message. These campaigns just want the public to understand prescribed burning is a part of wildfire prevention. To improve this campaign, the campaign needs to emphasize that not all fire is bad. By promoting prescribed burning more in its message, the public will become more informed about the benefits of it and can possibly learn how to protect their homes from possible destruction due to wildfires. One weakness I do see in the campaign is the implied message that people are the only ones who can prevent forest fires. However, lightning strikes are a natural cause of fire starting as well, but that's not as common. Overall, I feel this campaign has been successful in its implementation. Not only has the campaign lasted 70 years, as Smokey Bear recently turned 70, but people seem to be a lot more informed about fire safety. Now, wildfires still occur for a number of reasons, including human causes, but very few people in the United States do not know of Smokey Bear. As I mentioned, the Smokey Bear campaign turned 70 recently. To show Smokey's dedication to fire prevention, the Forest Service created a special PSA that shows he's fire-wise, even on his birthday.
Surprise!
Preventing wildfires. That's all Smokey wants for his 70th birthday.
Although these ads can be silly, the Smokey Bear campaign is effective in creating awareness of its message and has done so for several decades. Smokey Bear is a beloved figure in American culture and will be for years to come. Remember, as Smokey always says, only you can prevent forest fires.